Avowed is a game that has been subjected to a great deal of criticism, some warranted and some, well, not so much. Like, Jesus Christ, dude, how many times can you say the same thing over and over? I am someone that tried really, really hard to give this game the benefit of the doubt and try to find the fun and joy in it. And after 20 hours of playing, I can say for certain that I cannot play this game anymore, as I just do not find it fun for me personally to play. So I'm making this video to talk about the game and its negatives, but also some positives as well, because there are certain things that I like about this game, but those positives just make it all the more disappointing. I also want to make this video because I want something to show for the 20 hours I feel like I have wasted. So please subscribe, like the video, and watch it till the end so I can make money off of this shit. Hello my fellow hirelings of House Telvanni, I'm Neloth, and let's get right into it. So, I think a lot of people didn't really have the right expectations for Avowed straight out of the gate, as I kept hearing the word Skyrim 2 more times than a Nord says Skyrim belongs to the Nords. But in reality, this game was just supposed to be the fantasy version of the Outerworlds, and the Outerworlds was a game that I really, really liked. So did Avowed do that? Did it do the same things that the Outerworlds did, but differently? No. In fact, it had a lot less. When I think of Obsidian Entertainment, I think about its faction reputation system and the fact that their games are designed in a way that allows you to kill any character or faction that you please. And I am displeased to say that Avowed has neither of those things, which makes me wonder if Obsidian Entertainment even made this game in the first place. I'll get to the killing stuff in a minute, but the fact that Avowed doesn't have a reputation system baffles me, as if it's a feature they forgot to implement because there are so many factions in this game. The Adherents, the Steel Garrote, the Rebels, Animancers, Valiants, and a whole bunch of other shit. Hell, outside of the first city, there's over a dozen flags of various different factions, and some nerd who will discuss each one with you. So why the fuck do we not have a reputation system like Outer Worlds or Fallout New Vegas? It is not only a staple of your company at this point, but it leads to fascinating and fun roleplay opportunities that don't exist in this game. And the no killing. For those that don't know, you are not allowed to attack anyone in the game unless they are already attacking you, or you choose the attack option in dialogue. This has never been the case in Obsidian's other games and was a big disappointment when I first got into the game, because you can't be an evil psychopath, nor can you be stealthy and kill enemies before they kill you, limiting roleplay and overall fun. This was something that I initially let go because I wanted to see if the game could still be fun despite this really big flaw. And I did let it go for a while. That is, until I beat the first zone of the game, Dawnshore. Now, I'm going to be mentioning a spoiler for the beginning of the game, so skip ahead to whatever time if you don't want to hear it. I doubt anyone cares, but still. Okay, now I will explain. So when you enter the city of Paradise, you will be killed by an assassin and literally die, but are raised back from the dead for unknown reasons. You will eventually track your killer down and find out that he is with a group of rebels that want you and your empire to leave their country. And there are a couple of ways this plays out, but I had my assassin turn himself over to the Steel Garrote, who just killed my assassin anyways. Well, that kinda sucks because I actually liked my assassin, weirdly enough. Oh well. Then I make it to the gate leading me to the next zone, where I find the body of Garrick. He is the first person we meet in the game, and he is hanging by a tree, and on the tree is a note that says my actions have consequences and shit like that. Well, big bummer, you know? So I make it to the gate only to find a lone guy that subtly mentions how he is the one that killed Garrick and says my actions have consequences just like the note said. And I can't kill him. Do you know how ridiculous that is? This nobody killed my friend, the first person we meet in the game, and I can't even do a damn thing about it? He's all by himself. Why can't I swing my sword and execute him like he did to my friend? Get revenge? No, because for some reason that is not allowed. Because in Avowed, you can only kill people who are already hostile or when you click the dialogue option that has the attack in parentheses. It's ridiculous. It's just horrible game design, really, especially for an RPG game, you know, a role-playing game. Oh, and you can't commit crimes in this game either. You can literally walk into a guy's house, take his food, loot his chest, and he won't say a damn thing about it. Like, yeah, you're the personal envoy of the Emperor. Big fucking deal. That doesn't mean you should be allowed to barge into people's homes and take whatever you want, especially on an island where many people dislike you and your empire. The Outerworlds also has a crime system, not as great as the one in the Elder Scrolls, mind you, but you could still steal shit and get caught and have to deal with the consequences of those actions. And the concept of being a godlike, a being blessed or cursed by the gods and given a weird-ass face, and being the personal envoy of the Emperor does sound fucking cool on paper. But it gets so tiring hearing people talk about you and call you the envoy all the damn time. It reminds me of a big mod project from Fallout New Vegas called Fallout Frontier, where... Don't talk about the controversies, don't talk about the controversies, don't talk about the controversies. Every single character keeps calling you the courier, like, oh my god, it's so annoying. Like, I have a name, asshole. As much as I love games like Skyrim where I can be the dragonborn demigod, and being a demigod and being connected to gods is cool, I just want to go back to being a guy again. Just an ordinary guy like in Oblivion, for example. I want different groups to call me different things and different titles that I have earned, and not the same one that was just given to me at the beginning of the game and hearing that one over and over. I also want to go over one more spoiler that happens in the beginning of the second zone in Emerald Stair, which was the reason I just quit the game. So again, skip ahead if you really care that much. So when we make it to the city of Fort de la Atalion, or whatever the city is called, we will see the mayor arguing with a group of people. The mayor believes that the Dream Scourge, which is a plague that we the player are investigating in the main quest, is not currently present in the region, and the other people disagree. One woman with a weird Italian name disagrees so much that the mayor exiles her from the city. But if we the player go into the mayor's house, which we are allowed in, and find a key and open a locked door, we will find that the mayor's mother is affected with the Dream Scourge, meaning the mayor is lying to everyone. We can confront the mayor, but the entire conversation is the mayor saying, "Shut the fuck up, don't say a goddamn thing," and that's it! We can even stop by the exiled woman's house after, but there is no dialogue options to tell her or her mentor that the mayor is a fucking liar with pants that are bursting into flames. I'm sure that later on in the quest you can expose the mayor's lies, but the fact that you are so easily able to find out that he's lying and that there's no option for you to say jack shit to anyone is fucking stupid. This would also be a cool moment for the player to lash out and kill the mayor, but nope. The game continues to tell us we can't play the game the way we want to, which is detrimental since it is an RPG. It also pisses me off because before talking to the mayor, I did a side quest where I found out that 2 rangers were infected with the Dream Scourge, and I told a bunch of people about it. So the lies of the mayor and the story the game is trying to tell me has already fallen apart. There is also another quest where we meet another godlike who is trying to contact his god. I thought this was really cool and tried to help him out even if he was a bit morally flexible, only to be disappointed when we simply could not ever talk to the god no matter what way I played the quest. Why you gotta blue ball me like that? I went a bit off topic there, but the quest involving the mayor and his mother and the Dream Scourge was the moment that truly broke me, and it was then that I realized that this game simply wasn't for me, which sucks because I think the world is actually really interesting and unique. because that's where we get into the positives that I said I would talk about. The whole world of Avowed is so interesting, with two rival empires and a group of people being imperialized and trying to resist. Major tensions rising and a curse sweeping the land. Also, gods being super important. I mean, I love fictional gods a lot. It's what made me fall in love with the Elder Scrolls so long ago. Another cool thing is that when characters talk about things that go over your head, you have a little compendium in dialogue that allows you to refresh yourself on whatever someone is talking about. Did you forget what the Adiran Empire is? Don't worry, we got you covered. What is a god like? Don't worry, here's some information on that. But that's what makes this game all the more disappointing. I like this world, I want to learn more about it, but the game keeps imposing annoying restrictions on me. I also really like the two companions we meet at the beginning of the game, but I also don't really understand why they are following me around in the first place, because their reasons either don't exist or are just flimsy and forced. Combat and exploration are excellent too, even better than the Outerworlds in my opinion, and I think it was the main reason I stayed invested for so long. But when my joy is interrupted by the fact that I can't kill some random animal wandering in the plains all by itself, it just takes me out of the moment. Crafting is fine, but none of the items in the game have any weight, so you start picking up everything in sight without a care in the world. I think I had to manage my inventory on like 5 different occasions. Last thing I want to mention, I do not understand how this game is woke. I swear to God, my turtle is probably woke by today's standards. This game isn't woke. In fact, it's the opposite. This game put me to sleep at times. That joke was stolen by Donkey, by the way. So, yeah, that's all I wrote. There was probably more I could have mentioned, but I just don't even care enough to talk about it. I really tried to give this game the benefit of the doubt, but in the end, it's just not that great. If I had to rank Avowed, I would give it 5 Skeever Tails out of 10. It's just average, and does less than what the Outerworlds did. If you're interested in Avowed, I would highly recommend playing the Outerworlds because at least then you will have a good time. I think I'm just gonna play Skyrim for the 900th time, or maybe get around to finally playing Cyberpunk, as that is a game I really want to play and feel I'm missing out on because, shockingly enough, I've never played it, but I do own it. Here's hoping Doom the Dark Ages doesn't suck. I doubt it will, but honestly in this day and age you never know. Again, I just wanted to make this video so I felt like I didn't waste 20 hours of my life. I don't like being negative on this channel, as I feel it might start appealing to a more toxic audience, but Avowed was a game I was just looking forward to a lot. And I'm not mad, I'm just disappointed. But you know who doesn't disappoint me? My channel members, and they are Mirak, Sov Dark, Connor Runda, Will Ernst, Ranger McKay, Deadpool Maoista, The Proud Prince, Skooma Addict, JJ Ensid, Milani Stilla, Grud, Luxie, Carson Friday, Dova 2023, Partheon, David Correa, Abdullah the Goat, NCC 2614, and Keyril Gaming. And if you would like to see my videos earlier by either 24 hours or even 3 days, then consider becoming a member. All members get early access, and Oathman and Mouths will get shoutouts at the beginning or end of almost every video. And yeah, that's it. I'm not doing my normal outro this time, so we're just gonna wait until we hit 14 minutes. Okay, bye.